So we have already seen all the Papa Punya, how we are nani, disowns all this Papa Punya. All the three can be avoided by jnani, one is Sanchikam, another is Prabharta Karma, another is Agami. Agami will avoid because of his knowledge. Sanchita Karma he will avoid. How he will avoid? Because of his knowledge. Number three, Prabharta Karma, he disowns his body. He is only affecting the physical body, not the Atma. So thinking that everything will go for the body, not to my mind. So he not avoids all these three karmas.
Cannot be avoided. So it's right?
Prarabdha karma
Will affect
cannot be
the
avoided.
body.
Cannot be avoided.
Yes.
Sanchita karma also cannot be avoided.
No, but that can be eliminated completely.
Okay.
Just like after cancer cells, we remove the cancer, but there are cells which has gone away. What do? Radiation or chemotherapy? So that is by knowledge. That radiation chemotherapy is a knowledge which you have got.
He says it is Sanchita Karma is avoided by the fire of knowledge.
Yes, so that's what radiation.
Fire. There is a Sanskrit word for fire.
Right.
Fire of knowledge, he says.
Yes. Once you understand you are none other than God, and does God have Sanchita, Prarabdha, Sanchita or Agami Karma? He will not have. So that knowledge, conviction, if you have, you don't have anything.
It's just asking that Agami karma is destroyed by that knowledge because we will not develop desires and.
Correct. So Agami Karma is definitely can be avoided, but when you become jnani, you will not have birth. The Sanchita Karma is for what? Your rebirth. Punarapi Jananam through the cloud system, cloud-based system where your papam or punyam decides which loka you will go, lower or higher, which yoni you will come. But that is not there for a jnani because he doesn't do anything out of compulsion. He does out of happiness. He does for Ishwara Arpana Bhava and whatever he gets Ishwara Prasada Buddhi. That's what we learned in second chapter. Sir, we continue.
The first line. We'll come to the verse. Verse. First word, Nishchaya. Nishchaya is the final first stage of Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga conviction. First it has to begin. That's the first step. Next is Akhilam, wisdom, Shashwat, Neshwaram. Whole creation is constantly present. Therefore, I must not lean on a perishing universe. I should always lean on the God.
So we don't lean on the cardboard chair. We lean on our own earth.
The stronger this conviction, the stronger I will lean on God. Karma Yoga stage will give this much of maturity.
Yes.
Second line, Nirvyaja Santa Mana. The second is the stage of Upasana. One gets a qualified mind. Atma here means mind. What type of mind? It means an open mind and a free mind and a non-corrupt mind. Shanta means tranquil. One becomes pure and tranquil psychologically and mentally by following this Upasana Yoga. Upasana Yoga will give this much maturity. Next slide. Nitya Brahma Vimudishita. Vimudishita means inquiry, analysis or manana. Vimsharana of what? Nityam Brahma. Why Nityam? Since he has seen the world as Anityam. World is Anityam, Atma is Nityam. Nirantaram, he continuously does this. The next each word is explained. Guru Vacha, with the help of Guru Vachana, one has to inquire into Brahman. Then one becomes a Jivan Mukta. Bhutam, Dashkritam, Pradharata means Sanchita Bhava Punyam. It is burned by the fire of knowledge. Next is
Samvinmaye Pavake.
Agami Karma, Punya Bhavam also he avoids because of the strength of knowledge. Prabhata Dharma is suffered as it cannot be destroyed, although the jnani stands separated from it. The body is handed over to Prabhata. Yet Mana Manisha is adorable as my Guru. This is my conviction. such a person who does all these things, Chandala Astu or
Divija
Astu, Sri Chandala Divija, Yetti Maniti Sadar, Yetti Mama Manisha, is as adorable as my Guru. This is my fourth conclusion. This is the Mahabharata.
So, iti mama manisha. This is the meditation. We have understood by Shavanam. Now we have to meditate. Iti mama manisha. Next time something happens, you are shaken. Are you able to understand? No, this is all happening with the body. I am the CCTV camera. I am looking at my body suffering. Can you tell that time, iti mama manisha? I can't still do that. It's a big process. It's a lengthy process. I have been to one Swamiji. He says 40 years still I am finding difficult. And we are not even 8 months old. So be in Dvaita. Enjoy your Dvaita if you like it. Don't question Shastra. Because our intellect is as good or as bad as our 5 senses are. Shastra is, what is Shastra? It is beyond this apramaya. We have seen that. Shastra means which is related to the Atma. Apramaya. We cannot comprehend through our 5 senses. If you add 1 more 6 is intellect, don't comprehend. You enjoy what you are doing. While enjoying this, as we learn books to become graduate and then got a degree. Our degree here is what? Moksha. And it is not given. It is claimed. Correct? So we will go slowly and do enjoyment to what we are learning. But Swamiji also says, never question Guru and Shastra. Okay. That doesn't mean we should question here. Please come out with questions. Have doubts in our classes. Thank you very much, sir. It was very nice. I would still request, except her, she requires more time, others 3 minutes. Otherwise, you can sit with me till the class ends. Okay. Atma, Anatma, or collective understanding. Hemalata madam, just read, please.
Consciousness is the result pictures are consciousness not a part
Louder.
product.
Louder, madam.
Consciousness is not a part, product, or property of the body. Consciousness is an independent entity which pervades and enliven's the body. This consciousness is not limited by the boundaries of the body and is thus formless. This consciousness continues even after the body is destroyed, is eternal. This surviving consciousness cannot interact with the world due to the lack of reflecting medium.
Last one, it doesn't affect because of your medium, which your body mind. Just like one of the examples someone has given, this projecting screen doesn't get affected by what you write on that and what you show on that. That is our journey of life. But the Atma on which it is projected, it doesn't get sullied. Second chapter, we have seen from verse number 12 to 25. Correct. So if you have any doubts, go back from 12 to 25. If doubts, Swami say go back to 12 to 25. And this you can continue to this Janma. Then next Janma again go back to the same. If you ever get this Punya Janma as a human being, 7th chapter we will come, we will know only through that Manushutvam, Mumukshutvam, Mokshatvam. Through only human birth, we can have this conviction, Mumukshutvam, that I am free. And then only you become free. Manushutvam, Mumukshutvam, Mokshatvam. So, and Swamiji says, then after 2-3 births, if still, then please don't, it will never come. Then he says, I am only not a good Guru. Our Swamiji says that. If you read word by word, line by line, very nicely is told. Now in Tamil, Suvati.
மெய்யுணர்வு என்பது உடலின் பாகமோ பொருளோ சொத்தோ அல்ல. மெய்யுணர்வு சுதந்திரமானது, உடல் அழிந்த பின்பும் நிலைத்திருக்கும். உருவம் அற்ற மெய்யுணர்வு உடலுக்கு அப்பாற்பட்டது. உடல் மறைந்த பின்பும் மெய்யுணர்வு நித்தியமானது. இந்த எஞ்சி இருக்கும் மெய்யுணர்வு ஊடகம் இல்லாததால் உலகத்துடன் தொடர்பு கொள்ள முடியாது.
Good. Can someone explain this roasted seed example? This is all about the jnani, what you learned. The jnani understand that life. So what is the roasted seed example? Anyone? Means what? What will not germinate?
Seed will not germinate. Like janani.
Yes. The seed is there. The form is there. He has all the shape and size, but he doesn't. He has prarabdha karma because of the shape, but no agami, no sanchita, no punarapi jananam, punarapi madhu. Now we want to know a little bit more about this jnani. Who is this jnani? And she will explain. Arundhati, go over to you.
Yeah, until the 53rd verse, we saw what Atma and Atma is, and Atmika Drishti, Dharmika Drishti, and Laukika angle. Then Krishna goes into Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. And from 53 on 53 verse, he stops and he waits for Arjuna to ask him a question. So here Arjuna asks a question. And Arjuna names Jnani as Sthita Prajna. That is the one whose knowledge is free from all doubts, free from all vagueness. From such a person with conviction is called as Sthita Prajna. And he asks Krishna, what is his Lakshanam? That is the character. How is his Bhasha? How does he look? How will he talk? How will he sit? How will he walk? So he asked the question to Krishna, what is the character of a jnani? So before going deep into that, I'd like to state few characters of a jnani that I came across until this 54th chapter. Who is a jnani? Dukeshvanudvignamaha. That is favorable or unfavorable conditions will not disturb his mind. என்ன ஒரு சூழ்நிலை வந்தாலும் அவனுக்கு சாதகமான சூழ்நிலையா இருந்தாலும் சாதகம் இல்லாத சூழ்நிலையா இருந்தாலும் his mind will not be disturbed. Sukeshu vigataspraha. That is, he enjoys or watches any situation that not carried away. அந்த சிச்சுவேஷனை வாட்ச் பண்ணுவாரு, ஆனா அதுக்கு அந்த சிச்சுவேஷன்ல இருந்து கேரி அவே ஆகி தனக்குள்ள போட்டு அது வர்த்திக்க மாட்டாரு. He will stay away from that situation. Vitraga bhaya krodha. That free from basic emotions. அதாவது எமோஷனல் ராகா அட்டாச்மெண்ட்ல இருந்து பயம் வரும், பயம்ல இருந்து குரோதா கோபம், இந்த மாதிரி எமோஷனல் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ்ல இருந்து he'll be free from basic emotional problems. And jnani is one who can screw anywhere and can unscrew anywhere. You can fit anywhere and you can unfit anywhere. You can see in both ways. எந்த இடத்துக்கு போனாலும் அந்த இடத்துக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி ஞானத்தை மாத்திப்பாரு, அதே சமயம் அதுக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி he can fit in. எந்த ஒரு சிச்சுவேஷன்லயும் he can fit in. ஞானி இதை ஏற்கனவே சார் இந்த வருஷம் நல்லாவே எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. அகனி கர்மா. Jnani is one who has suggestions for everyone, advises everyone, recommendations for everyone, but who has expectations from them. எல்லாத்துக்கும் அட்வைஸ் பண்ணுவாரு, எல்லாத்துக்கும் இது பண்ணுவாரு, பட் எதையும் மத்தவங்க கிட்ட இருந்து எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ண மாட்டாரு. ஞானி is intellectually sound because he is connected into emotional strength that he enjoys peace. Emotional strength கூட கனெக்ட் பண்ணங்காட்டி பீஸ் ஒரு நிம்மதியான ஒரு சூழ்நிலையில இருப்பாரு. ஞானி செல்ஃப் சஃபிஷியன்ட். அவர் வந்து தனக்குள்ளேயே சஃபிஷியண்டா இருப்பாரு. He has only சுத்த காமா. That is the desire that is allowed. Desire என்னென்ன desire allowed அந்த desire மட்டும்தான் இருக்கு. Then சித்த பிரஜ்ஞா ஆகணும்னா we have to practice 3 sadhanas. One is Sravana. That is receiving spiritual teachings from a competent guru. ஏன்னா because scriptures and guru are like mirror to us. நம்ம mirror எடுத்து பார்க்கிறோம், நம்மளை பார்த்துக்கிறதுக்காக பார்க்கிறோம். So guru and the scriptures teach us who we are, where we stand, and what should be done to become a jnani. Then mananam. It is a fact for me. I gain intellectual knowledge. Buddhi wanda, when you are not convinced, Buddhi will not accept anything. We'll argue, we'll fight, and we'll always question why it is. So intellectually, we have to accept the knowledge what the guru gives us and what he teaches to us. So it is a hypothetical நம்ம நினைக்க தேவையில்லை. This is a fact for me. என்னைக்கு நினைக்கணும், that is intellectual knowledge. With Shravanam and Nayanam, we get prajna. We attain prajna. Siddha prajna ஆகணும்னா நித்யாசனம். That is what intellectual knowledge மட்டும் இருந்தா போதாது. We have to convert intellectual knowledge into emotional strength. This emotional immunity is very important. That is the main factor that converts a prajna into a siddha prajna. Next one, there are 3 disciplines. நம்ம emotional In the strength and emotional strength convert panna, we have to follow 3 disciplines. Next one, sir. That is, one is Nidyasanam, the other one is Indriya Nigraha and Mano Nigraha. First, we see what Nidyasanam is. Nidyasanam is basically Vedantic meditation, a form of meditation. First, only you start to understand that you are not dependent on anyone else around you to be happy. You are dependent only on you to be happy. Keep telling yourself and accept the fact that it's only you. It's only you who have to be happy. So, for that, meditate upon Krishna. In Gita, Krishna says, who is Krishna? That is the Atma in us. That is what Krishna says. So, meditate upon Krishna as the very Atma for yourself. Called Atma Dhyana, not Nidhyasana. So, first, what you have to do is Nidhyasana, Vedic meditation. The second one is Indriya Nigraha. That is regulation of sense organs, which is very important. That is the next discipline we have to follow. First, we use discrimination and avoid the things that disturb 5 sense organs. The discrimination is always important. Or desire, the discrimination is it needed or not needed? We get desires and the 5 senses starts pondering on it. So use your discrimination to avoid things that disturb 5 senses. Then, like Shubha's verse, sense organs are like rods of churna. That is, or a mattu eppadi karaira mari, nammaloda 5 sense organs on the mattu karaira mari. That always my mind is turbulent. So when our mind is turbulent, the Vedanta is gone. So, sense organs are our instruments. Do not be enslaved by them. Do not suppress them, master them. Sense organs are instruments. We have to master them. And suppression is also not possible. In a suppressed phenomenon, you will not be able to come out of it. Eventually, you will fall into it. So, always master them. So, Krishna gives good example of tortoise. Tortoise, when it sees the danger that is approaching, it will go inside its shell to protect itself from danger. So, a turbulent condition, you feel you go into your shell, pull away all your senses, go into your shell until the disturbance are clear and you are confident to come out of it. That is until you attain the stage for a tree, or a plant, So, that is what this tortoise explains to us. So, until you become a tree and very confident, so pull your sense organs inside.
And on this, I just stop this. See, sense organs is rod, churning rod. If someone has done the churning, the rod is not completely inserted inside, it is immersed inside. You will not get that churning, not that separation of butter. And butter is where it was there within that. Same way, Atma is there within us. It has to be churned correctly. Now take the rod little up, in middle, down and up. What will happen? All spills. So when your senses are neither within, neither outside, and take it out, nothing happens. So this is exactly what the sense organs to be used as churning rods. Okay? Now we go to the next.
Then next is Mano Nigraha, regulation of thought process. This I go with an example. Visaya Dhyana, that is what we go to a shop, you see an object and you come back home. Even then that object lingers in your mind. You think, oh, look lovely in my house. Should I buy it? The thought lingers, correct way and the object puts it in setting. That is Visaya Dhyana. வீட்டுக்கு வந்த பிறகு அந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட் உங்க மைண்ட்லயே இருக்கும். Second is Samyajayate, that mind starts to enjoy it. 2 days after your mind starts thinking about that object, oh, it's very beautiful, should I buy it? So naturally, it's appealing. The next is Kama, you get attached to it, you are trapped by it, you are enslaved by it, you are a slave. Then what happens? You go to the shop, you buy that object. But unfortunately, that object is out of stock. And you try online, you don't get it. So naturally, you will be frustrated, you will get anger with yourself. But that is a small scale of anger. In business, it happens in any field wherever you have desire, and the desire is not the right desire. With the wrong desire, naturally you will have a pitfall. And that what happens when the desires are big and you go to all the stage, Visayidyanam, Sangajayate, Kama, and the Krodha. Krodha is last stage. Discrimination power is lost. And sense of decency is lost. You forget who you are. You forget who the person is in front of you, and your memory is lost. Knowledge is abstracted, and he falls from the eight-rugged ladder. Last time I was explaining the eight-rugged ladder in English, but now I'll explain in Tamil. The first ladder is Sindhanai. Start thinking. Second is Patru. Third is Asai. And the fourth is Moham. Fifth is Kobam. Sixth is Ninivu Tadumatram. Seventh is Buddhi Nasam. And the eighth is Ichi. That is the 8 ladders the human will fall.
Shall I just interrupt here also?
Yes.
Very soon, so many festivals are coming. The importance of festival is again to do upasana, going within. But very soon, all papers, all advertisements, even your mobile messages will be about jewelry, will be about glittering things. Everything which is Vishaya Viruddha, it is away from what we want to do. And everything is ladder you see every time falling down. Be aware of it. At least now that we are doing Bhagavad Gita and Vedanta, next time you see magical things which we want at home, see that it is going to come down to follow. Okay.
But ladies are.
Sir, you are talking like a Dvaita now.
Next slide is now after we overcome all this, now become a nanny and we have a self-doubt where we are. For that, Swamiji gives a simple example to follow. That is what Sir was telling us. FIR, frequency, intensity, and recovery period. The frequency is you have to measure your mental disturbances from 1 to 10, where you stand, and according to it, you have to keep improving yourself. Intensity of the mental disturbance should be reduced, and that also from 1 to 10. But for recovery period, emotional strength, you should have emotional strength. Only then the recovery period will be lesser.
And this one disclaimer.
Already revised.
But disclaimer, what is the disclaimer?
Disclaimer, don't use it for I was about to say, don't use it only for yourself. Not for your partner or your family members or anyone. Anybody around in your circle. Around you and in your circle.
Mostly we use for others. Okay.
This is animation side. See now, Guruji gives us a very good examples from Kathopanishad. That is one of the ancient texts, and this is one of the very important Upanishads. He says the 5 wheels of a car is the 5 senses. So don't lose your 5 senses. Second slide. Second. Then second is the steering. That is your mind, your discrimination. Don't lose your mind. Then the third is the body of the car. That is your body. So when everything is under control, only then you can drive the car in a very good way. Anything can happen. A person who drives next to you may drive rashly, may drive slowly. Nothing will affect you. And that is a very good example of a car and your life.
Now, you will say that I am driving carefully. What about others? Again, you can change your path. You can change yourself and go. Don't get.
Just like Vikram Nagar, it avoids the.
Yes.
That's what Guruji says. Indriya Vigraha and Mano Vigraha. That is controlling my mental sense and mental stability, and 5 senses are more important to drive our body in a perfect condition. That will not apply to when you become jnani, that will not definitely apply.
That's I understood. Once you become a jnani, at this stage, now I'm having the
Become be a tortoise. Tortoise.
Just guide me how to do it. That's what I'm asking.
No one
I
has
can understand.
mastered it.
See, no,
We are all
but
trying.
one way is that you understood that you have to do this all for yourself. Someone is coming and dashing you. You just what you do? You take away. My focus, my goal is not that I have to dash you or I have to fight with you. So I will take away from that time. That's it.
See, whatever you are saying, I can understand.
Hmm.
One thing only I'll tell you, that intensity has gone down within me.
Yes.
So I'm on my right way.
100%.
Frequency.
But I'm having the problem. I'm
Not only you, I also have problem.
We all have
We all- That's why we are continuing the class.
sometimes I have a doubt. Am I
She
going
left.
right?
I think she has understood everything.
Yes, sir.
After today's class, if someone doesn't come in, I consider his jnani and he doesn't require to come. So we are having now, that's why we continue. Third, fourth, fifth chapter. Okay. Till the day when this, you will come as, okay, something is going on, I will listen. Okay. So that's why they say jnani should be branta. People think the normal common man, sometimes they say, no, branta means in Vaityam. Branta is in Malayalam. So, but he's not mindless. He's not mindless, sir. He's mindful. Full. So he acts because he considers everyone is me. Not that he's separate from anyone. But people who are not understanding this, they will tell he's an idiot. Because he will wear some clothes, tattered clothes, he will sit, if food is given. He will look like that, but he's fulfilled within himself. Atmana Atmaneva Tushtaha.
He will not be affected. He is bald, he is
Nothing will affect
he is
him.
old, young, nothing will affect him.
So we come to today's few verses, 65. Sir.
Prasade sarva dukkhanam
Prasade sarva dukkha
nirashya vajayate
anirasyo
prasanna sedaso
prasanna
Raju buddhi parvadistere the 64 and 65 verses mainly deals with the control of sense organs. Arundhati rightly pointed out about the car and the bike. There are two types of driver. One driver may drive fastly, but he has control. He will take you safely to that place. Other driver will speed fastly, but he cannot know that his driving is not rash driving. Just like that, when we control our sense organs, that is, we will have the ability. Prasad, that is, prasade sarva dukkhanam aniras yovajade. That is, Krishna pointed out. That is, prasada means normally we will get prasadam in temple. But here the prasada means that is samatva. Here prasada means siddham, santosh, samatvam, poise and balance. This prasad, what is this prasad gives? It gives twofold benefits. One is sarva dukkhanam ani vashyate. That means destruction of sorrow and brings samatvam. For this, that is, the happiness is not coming from outside. The happiness is in our body itself. When you use the organs, control your organs, then you will enjoy the happiness. Then what will stop our happiness? That is mental and sense organs. These sense organs are control our, that is happiness. So when we control these organs, definitely we will enjoy happiness. That is, when we control the sense organs, they will become siddha prajati. That is, prajati means that is just like plant. Siddha prajati means just like tree. Then he can become janani. Further, a good example in Tamil. தயிர் நம்ம புற வைக்கிறோம். பால்ல தயிரை ஊற்றி வைக்கிறோம். பட் அந்த தயிர் ஆகணும்னா we will keep that pot in a one place only. We will not set it. Just like if you put your organs in one is, then you will get jnana. That is the meaning of this verse.
But our stage, the second next verse is very important. So we'll go for the next one. That is much more important. Yes. Can we stand?
Sayuktasya bhavana Chabhavayata shanti Shantasya kutat sukham
Is you or no? Go ahead.
This is the meaning. Buddhi knowledge does not arise. Ayuktasya, for the undisciplined one.
Meaning.
This one, first. This one, this is the next one. This one. Ayuktasya, for the undisciplined one. Bhavana jnana, contemplation of allow not possible. Ayuktasya, for the undisciplined one. Janna shanti, and there is no peace. Abhavakyata, for the uncontemplative one. Utashukam, how can this be happiness? Ashantasya, for the peaceful one. Peaceless one. ஒருத்தருக்கு விருப்பு வெறுப்பு இதெல்லாம் இல்லாம யாரால தன்னோட மனசை வந்து கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணி வச்சுக்க முடியுதோ அவர் தான் யோகி அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். அப்படி கட்டுப்பாடு இல்லாம இருக்கிறவங்களால தன்னுடைய மனசை ஒருநிலைப்படுத்த முடியாம சிதற விடுறவங்களால அவங்களால வந்து தியானத்துல ஈடுபட முடியாது. அந்த மாதிரி கண்ட்ரோல் இல்லாம இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு ஒழுக்கம் வாய்க்க பெறாது அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. இதுல வந்து சப்போஸ் ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள், ஒரு கோயிலுக்கு போனோம், நம்ம மனசு வந்து இந்த கோவில்ல போனோம்னா பக்தி கடவுள் மேல மட்டும்தான் முழு பக்தி செலுத்தணும். அதை விட்டுட்டு இந்த கோயிலுக்கு யார் வராங்க, அவங்க எங்க இருந்து வராங்க, யாரெல்லாம் வராங்க, என்ன பண்றாங்க, இந்த மாதிரி நம்ம மனசை அலப்பாய விடுறதுனால நம்மளுடைய மைண்டு கண்ட்ரோல்ல இல்லை அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். கவனம் ஒரு பக்கமா இருந்தா தான் நல்லது. அந்த கவனம் பல இதுல கட்டுக்குள்ள வச்சிருக்கிற ஒருத்தரால மட்டும்தான் தியானத்துல முழுமையா ஈடுபட முடியும். அதுக்கு அகைன் ஒன்று எக்ஸாம்பிள் நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லைட்ஸ். இப்போ சுவாமிஜி சொல்ற மாதிரி மாணவர்கள் வந்து எப்படி இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா, ஒரு காகம் போன்ற பார்வை, கொக்கு போன்ற கவனம், நாய் போன்ற உறக்கம், அல்ப ஆகாரம், எளிய உணவு இதெல்லாம் இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சுவாமிஜி சொல்றாங்க. இல்ல அது நல்லா இருக்காது அலர்ட்ல இருக்கணும். சின்ன சத்தம் கேட்டு டக்குனு எழுந்திருச்சுக்கோங்க. அது அல்பா லெசன்ஸ் அல்பாகாரம் வெளியே ரெண்டு அல்பாகாரம் அது அப்படியே தமிழ். The one who doesn't have mind and sense control, buddhi nasti, means Shravanam and Mananam are not possible. Again that the story அதுல இருக்கு. சுவாமிஜியின் வகுப்புக்கு வர்ற ஒரு பெண்மணி வந்து ஒரு நாள் டெய்லி வராங்க, பட் ஒரு நாள் ஒரு சேஃப்டி பின் கொண்டு வராங்க. அது கேட்கும் போது அவர் சுவாமிஜி தன்னோட அங்கவஸ்திரத்தை டெய்லி கரெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்காரு, அதனால அவர் தியானத்துல பண்ண முடியல, இந்த பின்ன போட்டுட்டா சரியா போகுது. சோ அவங்க வந்து கிளாஸ கவனிக்கல, அவங்க சுவாமிஜியோட
Good. So one thing you see in this verse is so many negatives. Nasti, Nasti buddhi, those person who doesn't have this intellect. Na chayuktasya, who is not convinced. With this bhavana, what is the bhavana? I am the Atma. Na cha bhavata, shanti, na shanti. He doesn't get shanti, no peaceful at all. Ashantasya kutaha sukham. Such person who is peaceless, where will get happiness? So many negatives are there. And this is a very warning. Wherever there is negative in na comes in Bhagavad Gita, there are few places, very few such verses. We should be careful because this is directly related to us. And I have been telling from the day one, indiscipline will not take us anywhere. Especially this satsang, where 1 week before we give the verse, till it comes one hour before the class. I'm telling you, every one of us is busy. None of us here are free. None of us, even if it is retirement also, no one is free. Because mind is not free. So if our whole idea, Mano Nigraha, is not happening, after 100 verses from Bhagavad Gita, I'm sorry to say there are still Dhritarashtra. Please, if the verse is given, has to be done at least 1 day before. Now, the people who are moderators for the next 5 classes, they will give their abhipraya next class. How difficult then, what we have to do, we don't know. And why it is like that? Because your words may not have been read by others. If you are prepared well, then what happens, the others have to understand to you. Now imagine you are prepared 1 hour before and you are telling others. So difficult for someone who is coming this blank. So help others to help yourself.
To read us, take 1, 2, 3 times, we are able to.
That is very
start
true,
from-
sir.
Now we are 8 months old, baby.
We are starting on Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, basically.
And then put it in a nutshell.
I'm not pointing anyone here. I'm telling this.
You are finding my
That's all. I'm not pointing it. But
There is one saying, Kutramulla Nenju Puru. And actually, I was still I'm feeling very guilty, sir. Not as busy as you, but even then, at least. Yes.
It's not like that. Every verse, it's not the verse alone that the verse you give us alone we are studying. We have to study the previous one.
That you are saying, that you are doing. I know that. What I'm saying, everyone has to do. See, why I'm telling like this? I want all of you. I want, see, it is my legitimate desire. Every one of you should be a teacher. Only when you teach, you learn. No, I'm just emphasizing this. Yeah. But only when I go on pushing it. That's why I'm saying I'm because of this verse.
You can use highlighters to highlight the important points that you go through, so that next time when you just open that, only the
Not only that, see, I can make it very easy for you. I just put the Swamiji's text. I'll highlight also and be reading. I have no problem with that. But then I will tell you what will happen. I will tell you what will happen. It will be monotonous. Everyone will be reading, someone will be sleeping also here. Still, I'm telling you.
After 8 months, we have to realize this is more important, sir. So
Yes.
we have to work.
Yes.
Sir. Please, correct, sir.
But this verse is very clearly saying, right? Indiscipline will never give peace and happiness. Okay. No one takes personal. Madam, either English or Tamil completely.
Anyone,
Because we have time is 55 already.
Yes, ma'am. We do it in.
Oh, okay.
In English.
God has made.
Can we chant? We'll chant once. Indriya.
Harati Pragyam. Ayunavam Vivambasi.
Yes, madam.
God has made our five senses outward facing. Hence, they are automatically drawn towards the object in the external world, and even one of the senses on which the body focuses has the power to lead to a state. Yeah, and deer are attached to field sounds. The hunter attracts them by starting melodious music and then kills them. Bees are attached to fragrance. Wild days suck its nectar, the flower closes it at night and they get trapped within. Fish are trapped by the desire for eating and they swallow the bait of the fisherman. Insects are drawn to light. They come too close to the fire and get burned.
Correct. Last class you were.
The weakness of elephants is the sense of touch. The hunter uses this to trap the male elephant by using the female elephant as the bait to draw it into the pit. On entering the pit to touch the female, the male elephant is unable